to our favorite listeners and viewers, you're welcome back once again. This is the Ordained Radio TV Gospel Ministry who are bringing the end time news, the undiluted word of God, dynamic praise, trending health, fact, and gist. And you are welcome back on the end time prophetic news analysis, where we discuss a lot of world news that are in line with prophecies that is being fulfilled. I remain your host, Adenike, and of course, my colleague here, Pastor Alfred Jimo.
Thank you very much. Hello to you out there, viewers.
You're welcome back on this show, sir.
Thank you.
So I'm sure that we have watched our previous video, which was the news. It gave all the news headlines and all of that. So we are here to discuss the analysis, to analyze those news. And so we'll just get right to it. So please stay with us till the end. So the first news headline reads, Weaponizing the satellite technology, setting the stage for the space war of the Antichrist. So, sir, now, they've been building weapon and ammunitions. Now they want to weaponize satellites. How so, sir?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Once again, I say hello to all our viewers and thank you for always being there for us. Thank you for following us. Thank you for sharing our programs. We urge you to continue. Now, like Nick said, this is the news analysis where we discuss news items that we we brought to you on the End Time Prophetic News. The End Time Prophetic News has a mandate to continue to call your conscience, call your attention to prophecies that are fulfilling. It's a specialized news that is different from the normal news item you get in the northern media. Now, the issue, the question you just asked, how so that they want to weaponize the satellite? The fact is that the superpowers of the world, particularly Russia, China, and United States of America, all of them want to outclass themselves and have a superiority advantage over one another because they all are aware that a war is coming at the end of the age, and that is to say that all the rat race, all the arms race that is going on is for each of these countries to have a competitive advantage over the other when that war will break. Now there is satellite that is in the space orbiting around the planet Earth. This has its own good work. All of us are using this satellite without knowing. Without this satellite, your phone may not be able to work. Without the satellite, you may not even be able to hear this what we're doing, all these broadcasts and everything. They have one way or the other connected to the satellite, which is also connected to GPS. That is Global Positioning System. Now, what is now going on, the rat race that is now going on, the current trend, in the world now between America, Russia, and China, is the fact that all of them are now developing weapons that can knock off all these satellites. Why? Because satellite is playing a very major role in the military and defense system, because they are the one that will be able to sight when a missile is being launched and where it is being launched and where it is being directed to. Now they want to be able to escape that one. So Russia is developing a weapon now, a nuclear weapon, that when it deploys that weapon, it can wipe out all the satellites that are in the space, so that when he is now launching his missile, maybe towards America or any other country, there will be no satellite to be able to locate it and be able to inform the opponent.
Exactly.
So that is what they are doing. Ditto, Russia is also doing its own, and America is also doing its own. So that is why we said all of these, we should know that all this technology will be handed over to the Antichrist at the end of the day. So he's going to use it to be able to prosecute the war of Gog and Magog and the war of Armageddon. So that is why we say the stage is being set for that space war, because the war of Armageddon and the war of Gog and Magog is not going to be fought on the land alone or on the sea alone. It's going to be fought in the space also, and the satellite is being prepared for that war.
That means there's nowhere safe.
Nowhere that is safe.
Earth,
the only way
space,
that will be safe is on the wing of the Lord to take you away in the rapture. If you are able to go away in the rapture, then that is the only escape route from the war of Armageddon, from the persecution and the great tribulation that is coming upon the earth.
Because actually, without the satellites, if there is to be no satellites, the areas where they want to send their missiles to, they won't see it.
They will not be able to see
They will
it.
actually be blind.
Yeah. As we speak now, it is on record that over 12,000 satellites are orbiting planet Earth. Over 12,000 are in the space there, and they are still deploying more.
Okay, so the second news headline, it reads deployment of automatic license plate readers, ALPRS. No hiding place from the Antichrist.
That's right.
We just mentioned it earlier, not quite long, that there's no place to hide.
Yeah.
Either on Earth or in space, and now they are deploying more, they are bringing out more innovation, more technology, and to everybody it seems so good, you know, everyone is seeing the good side of it, but later on
it will turn to the hands of the Antichrist.
Let's talk about
Yeah, thank you very much. This technology has even gotten to, in a small way, has gotten to Lagos. If you go to Lagos, our own Lagos here in Nigeria, if you go to Lagos and you drive anyhow, without your knowing, the cameras will have captured your plate number and recorded it and sent it to the database. And you know, even if you are not caught on that day, anytime they are able to get you, you'll be caught, and they will show the video to you when and where you committed a traffic offense. So it is through this kind of technology, which is now being popularized and now being deployed in many cities of the world, that they are now collating data of traffic. And all of this is not only for purposes of catching traffic offender. They are using it also to track individuals, to know where they go. Those who go to church, when it gets to the hands of the Antichrist, and the Antichrist said nobody should worship any other god except him, anybody that goes anywhere, drive his car to go anywhere, to go and worship another god apart from the Antichrist, will be tracked by this technology and will be arrested at any point, at any point in the whole earth. They will be able to track everybody and be able to bring them to under the authority of the Antichrist. That is the ultimate use to which they are going to use all these technologies.
Thank you very much. So no hiding place.
There's no hiding place at all. You can't hide. If you read Revelation chapter 12 verse 5, after the woman gave birth to the man child, you will see that the dragon that wanted to catch the man child, and the man child escaped from the dragon, the dragon came back to visit its anger on the woman, but the woman was taken to the wilderness to be hidden there. Except those who are hidden by God in the days of the Antichrist, those are the only ones that will not be they will not be able to track. But every other person will come under this kind of technology, and they'll be able to track them, bring them out, force them to receive the mark of the beast, or torture them to death, or anything they like.
Thank you, sir. So the last news headline reads updates on the Red Heifer and the Third Temple. New narrative emerging. So now we've been on this for a while now, the Third Temple, because it is we have established that it is a very important key, in all that we have been watching and all that we have been expecting. So now there's a new update.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like you said, the Third Temple and the Red Heifer is so crucial to not only Christians, not only the Jews, the Orthodox, the Jews and the Orthodox believers in Christianity. It is very, very crucial to us. Christians believe that Jesus is coming into to come and rapture the bride. The Jews believe that this Jesus that is coming is going to worship in a temple, and it is in that temple, because without that temple, the Antichrist rule to say that there should be no worship, they should not worship any other god, and sit inside, as he said in Thessalonica, that he sat in the temple calling himself God. Right. Without that, we cannot expect the coming of Jesus Christ. Without the Third Temple, we cannot expect the coming of Jesus Christ, as either as the bride who is coming to, the bridegroom who is coming to rapture the bride, or as the Messiah, the so-called Messiah that the Jews are expecting. So the third temple is very crucial. It's very crucial in this end time, and we can say that almost every prophecy of the end time has been fulfilled except this third temple. Now that is why we cannot but continue to follow it, because it's signal to us. Whenever we see the third temple and the high priest and the Jewish ritual sacrifice starts, we can begin to count. That is what Jesus Christ referred to in Matthew chapter 25 verse 15, that when you see it happen, he that readeth, let him understand, referring to Daniel chapter 9 verse 27. So right now that we brought a news item a few weeks ago that those red heifers have been disqualified.
Yes.
Then there is also a news that we brought that the third temple has to be built on the place where the rock dome is.
Yes.
Now, after that news item, we have also had another narrative that says that the five red heifers were not totally condemned. That maybe it was a diversionary attempt by the Israelis to divert attention away from it. Then there is also a news that some group of third temple advocates have also found another location apart from the rock dome where they can build it so that it will reduce the tension from the Arabs. So the new narrative that is now emerging is that the idea of another site and the idea of all the red heifers may not be true, that it may be a diversionary attempt, to divert attention of people away from it, while at a point the Israelites will quickly build the third temple, and they will bring out a qualified red heifer and do the sacrifice overnight, and the whole prophecy will be fulfilled. Then they will now be dealing with the aftermath. Whatever is going to be the matter arises from the Arab world, they will be dealing with it. So that is the new narrative that is coming out over the red heifers and the third temple.
Yes, because no matter what comes out, another site, they actually want to use that exact site where the rock dome is.
Yes.
That exact site.
Yes.
So the comment of, or the statement of another site coming, I don't think the Israelites.
Yes. People are also questioning that news, that could it be true? That would they want to, because the Holy of Holy, remember we said in the last broadcast that the Holy of Holy in the Solomon temple is the exact position where the rock dome is. So will they want to abandon that one to go and build it in another place that Jews will not agree to that one? And already there is also another news that we are following now, that there seems to be some crack, on the floor of the rock dome. That seems to be that there's going to be an earthquake because some people have also suggested that maybe God himself will demolish that place with an earthquake, and by the time it is done, then the Jews will not allow another rock dome, but rather they will take it over and build their temple there.
Okay, we'll be watching and we'll be waiting. So while we are waiting, let's also prepare ourselves for the coming of the Lord. That is our major gospel to you, that we should prepare ourselves for the coming of the Lord.
If you have not been born again, this is time to consider coming to Jesus Christ. If you have been born again and you have salvation, this is the time to hold on to your salvation. Keep yourself, profess your faith. Hold on to your faith without wavering. Don't allow anything, crisis of this time, to make you to waver away from God, because the time is very, very short. At any time, something can happen, and rapture will just take place, and it will be the Antichrist on the surface of the earth.
Thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful section today.
Thank you.
Thank you to our listeners and viewers for staying with us this far. We thank you for all of your feedbacks, for all of your support, your likes, your shares, your comments, and we also want more of it. So at this point, we'll be drawing the curtain, and we're not totally going. We are coming back next time with another world news that are in line with prophecies being fulfilled. So till then, please follow us on our social medias, on our Facebook and our YouTube at Odin Radio TV. I remain your host, Adenike, and also my colleague here, Pastor Alfred Jimo.
Thank you very much.
And we say bye for now.
Bye. Stay blessed.